So now we come to the final frontier of our punctuation marks, and that is the dashes. So essentially, in English, there are three kinds of lines that you can put between sentences or words. One is called the M dash, the other one is called the N dash, and the third one is called the hyphen. Fortunately, for the use of the SAT, the N dash or the hyphen is of no use. We don't use, they are not tested on the SAT. So just for the curiosity, let's understand the use of the N dash and the hyphen. These are very simple, of course. We have used them multiple times, but then we never knew that they were called N dashes or hyphens. So an N dash is basically used to do this function. As for example, if we want a range of pages or a range of time, we can put a dash between say 1 and 4, and this is basically the N dash. This is generally shorter than the M dash. This is generally shorter than the M dash, but then yeah, it's still a dash, but it is basically used to put in a difference between time, page number, range, maybe years or something of that sort. While a hyphen is basically a punctuation mark that is basically put to add up two words, as for example, rock hard. In this case, rock hard, right? So dog friendly, one of a kind, state of the art. So these are all hyphens. These are much shorter than the M dash and the N dash both. So both shorter than the N dash and the N dash, but then they are only between words. So demarcating words or joining two words or three words, a group of words to form a same word. So this word, state of the art, is considered to be one word in English whenever they are demarcated by a hyphen in the middle. Fortunately, this is of no use when it comes to the SAT because they don't test you for either the N dash or the hyphen. What is being tested though is the M dashes, and for convenience on the SAT, we will simply call it the dash. So on the dash, they have got two functions. One, they replace the colon. So basically, after an independent clause, you can put a dash to introduce a list or to give some examples. So they would basically replace the colons. Generally, if you have colons on either side, which is a part of either the opening sentence or the example, instead of a colon, we use a dash. By the same logic, it is also used to change or to replace the comma. So in case of a say non-restrictive clause, if you have got a comma on both sides, it can be replaced by a dash on both sides. Generally, again, if the non-restrictive clause or the clauses that precede that have got internal commas, right, and you want to demarcate these commas from the non-restrictive clause in the sentence, instead of commas, dashes are used. So these are the only two uses of a dash as being tested on the SAT, and hence this becomes very simple and nothing more that we should be adding to this one. So stay tuned. The next we are going to take up modifiers and modifier placements as used on the SAT. This is a very important section because you are bound to find 2 or 3 questions based on modifier placements on the SAT.